Good morning, and thank you for joining us for this Patriot Day commemoration hosted by the VFW Foundation. Today, we honor the lives lost on September 11th, 2001, the heroes who answered the call, and the resilience that continues to define our nation. This is a day to reflect, to remember, and to reaffirm our purpose. We will never forget. Before we begin our presentation, we would like to ask that you join us in a moment of silence to honor the lives lost on the day and in response to the events that took place on September 11th, 2001.
Thank you. Slide. On the morning of September 11, 2001, 19 terrorists associated with the extremist group Al-Qaeda carried out a coordinated attack on the United States. They hijacked 4 commercial airplanes, turning them into weapons against iconic American landmarks and symbols of our freedom. But out of tragedy came extraordinary acts of courage, unity, and sacrifice. This is why we call today Patriot Day, to honor the victims, the heroes who rushed toward danger, and the spirit of resilience that inspires us all. Slide.
The scope of loss was immense. 2,977 lives taken in a single day. This includes 343 New York City firefighters, 23 NYPD officers, 37 Port Authority officers, 8 EMTs and paramedics, 55 military personnel at the Pentagon, and 40 passengers and crew who sacrificed themselves on Flight 93. Each number represents a face, a family, a story, and we remember them all. Let us hold in our hearts the memories of those we lost and the bravery of those who gave everything. Next slide.
September 11th is not only a day of remembrance, it is a day of shared purpose, healing, and national pride. We remember and honor the nearly 3,000 lives lost. We recognize the courage of first responders, military personnel, and everyday heroes. We reflect on the lasting impact of this day, and we recommit to unity, resilience, and Americanism.
American Airlines Flight 11 crashed into the North Tower of the World Trade Center at 8:46 a.m. United Airlines Flight 175 struck the South Tower at 9:03 a.m. Shortly after the second tower was struck, President Bush delivered a 1-minute remark to the public, identifying the investigation into terrorism. American Airlines Flight 77 hit the Pentagon at 9:37 a.m., killing both passengers and Department of Defense personnel. United Airlines Flight 93, bound for Washington, D.C., but passengers fought against the hijackers. The plane crashed into a field near Shanksville, Pennsylvania at 10:03 a.m., preventing an even greater tragedy. In less than 2 hours, nearly 3,000 innocent people were killed, including civilians, first responders, and military personnel. We will now show you a 5-minute clip posted by the official TSA Channel 6 years ago. This clip includes real footage and voices from the day and may be difficult to watch for some. If you feel the need to excuse yourself, please do so.
American 11, are you trying to call?
The cockpit is not answering their phone. Our number 1 has been staffed and our 5 has been staffed.
I am going to call from Washington. I am in a situation with American 11, a possible hijack.
What's going on, Betty? The crap is erratic again. Problem, very erratic. Betty, talk to me. Betty, are you there? Betty? Betty?
A plane just hit the World Trade Center.
What?
The 737.
What?
The World Trade Center.
Who are you talking to?
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
United 175, New York. We have some problems over here right now. We might have a hijack over here, 2 of them.
Jules, this is Ryan. Lives on an airplane that's been hijacked. If things don't go well, it's not looking good. I just want you to know I absolutely love you. I want you to do good. Go have a good time. Same to my parents and everybody. And I just totally love you. And I'll see you later, Jennifer. Bye, babe.
What are those people going to do? All the elevators are blocked out.
Oh my God. So both towers are now.
Okay, I got an aircraft 6 miles east of the White House.
Hello?
Crystal City, just north of Crystal City.
Just to the north of your town.
Yeah, stop all departures.
Pentagon just got hit. No for me then. God damn it, I can't even protect my NCA.
United 93, that traffic for you is 1 o'clock, 12 miles eastbound 370.
Negative contact, we're looking United 93.
United 93, Cleveland, if you hear the center ident.
I got the pistol down. Keep remaining sitting. You have the ball board.
Tuesday, 9:47 a.m.
Hi, baby. Baby, you have to listen to me carefully. I'm on a plane that's been hijacked. I'm on the plane. I'm calling from the plane. I want to tell you I love you. Please tell my children that I love them very much. And I'm so sorry, babe. I hope to be able to see your face again, baby. I love you. Bye.
Number 56865. We have, I believe it is a Boeing 757. Can you see him up there, sir?
That's confirmed. It looks like he's rocking his wings.
Roger.
He's rocking back and forth.
Number 56865, I advise you stay away from that aircraft. Go north as fast as you can.
United 93, have you got information on that yet?
Yeah, he's down.
He's down?
Yes.
When did he land?
He did not land.
Oh, he's down?
Yes,
Bound?
somewhere up northeast of Camp David.
Sean, it's me. I just want to let you know I love you, and I'm stuck in this building in New York. There's lots of smoke, and I just wanted you to know that I love you always.
At number 2 World Trade Center, right. Ladies and students in the walking. We're not ready to die, but it's getting bad.
I'm on the 83rd floor. I'm gonna die, aren't I? No. Say I'm gonna die.
Ma'am, say your prayers. We're going to think positive because you got to help each other get off the floor.
I'm
Now,
gonna die.
A new type of war. That's what it is.
So as you saw in that video, 9/11 was a day of mass destruction and a lot of chaos for civilians in the United States. And we kind of want to lift it up a little bit, and we're going to tell you some stories of heroism, both from civilians and from veterans, active duty service members who saw 9/11 and immediately took action. So first I'm going to tell you the story of Wells Crowther. He's also known as the man in the red bandana. Wells Crowther was a 24-year-old equities trader working on the 104th floor of the South Tower. He was a former volunteer fighter and known afterward as the man in the red bandana. When the South Tower was struck, Wells left a calm voicemail to his mom and said, "Mom, this is Wells. I want you to know that I'm okay." And then he descended to the 78th floor of the Sky Lobby and directed survivors toward an exit. He carried an injured woman down 15 floors and returned upward again to help more. He also encouraged others while evacuating people using a strong and authoritative voice. So not only was he doing this himself, he was encouraging others to be helpful as well. Wells is remembered as a guardian angel, credited with saving at least dozens of lives. His own body was recovered alongside firefighters still holding on to the Jaws of Life rescue tool. A few months after 9/11, stories from survivors surfaced about the mysterious man wearing the red bandana. When Allison Crowther read an article in the New York Times, she knew that man was her son, as well as had carried a red handkerchief since he was a boy.
Our second story is United Flight 93 passengers. Let's roll. United Flight 93 was hijacked around 9:28 a.m. Passengers learned via phone calls that other hijacked planes had already struck targets, including the World Trade Center and the Pentagon. Dina Burnett called and informed her husband, Tom, about the broader situation, immediately encouraging Tom to take action. Passengers organized and made a democratic decision to fight back. One of the four men leading the charge, Todd Beamer, rallied the group with the cry, "You ready? Okay, let's roll." Their efforts determined the attack, and the plane crashed into a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, rather than hitting its intended target in Washington, D.C.
The next story I'm going to tell you is of two Marines who spent almost 2 weeks after 9/11 searching through the rubble to help with recovery. 27-year-old Jason Thomas had dropped off his daughter and saw the attack on TV. He changed into his Marine uniform immediately and rushed to Ground Zero. Dave Carnes, a former Marine staff sergeant, watched in shock from Connecticut, changed into his uniform, and drove to New York City at high speed. Together, with just flashlights and a small tool, they navigated the dangerous debris field, calling out, "United States Marines, if you can hear us, yell or tap." They located two trapped survivors, Port Authority Officer William Jimino and John McLaughlin. They were buried under tons of rubble. Jimino was rescued after 3 hours, and McLaughlin, who was buried deeper, took 8 hours. Thomas returned home after the initial rescue, but came back over the next 2 weeks to continue to help. Carnes continued rescue efforts for 9 more days before re-enlisting and later serving multiple tours in Iraq.
Our next story is about Rick Riscola, singing to save lives. Rick Riscola was a decorated Vietnam veteran and head of security for Morgan Stanley in the South Tower, known for maintaining composure under fire, often singing to calm troops when they were under fire in Vietnam. On 9/11, Rick trusted his instincts and ignored Port Authority orders to stay put, instead insisted on evacuation, correctly predicting the building would collapse. Thanks to his drills and leadership, over 2,700 employees were safely evacuated within 16 minutes of the first plane impact. During evacuation, he calmly sang "God Bless America" and "Men of Harlech" via bullhorn to reassure evacuees. After returning to the building to look for any stragglers before the South Tower collapsed, he made a final call to his wife, "Stop crying. I want you to know I've never been happier." His body was never found, but he remains a symbol of leadership, courage, and sacrifice. Next slide. One of the immediate impacts was the creation of the Transportation Security Administration, or TSA. Airport security shifted from private contractors to federalized workforce. From shoe removal to advanced screening, TSA became the front line in predicting America's transportation systems.
For the military, 9/11 changed everything overnight. The U.S. quickly launched operations in Afghanistan to disassemble al-Qaeda and remove the Taliban. Our global presence expanded, special operations forces grew, and intelligence-led missions became the norm. I asked my dad, former Master Sergeant Stephen Kavanaugh, how 9/11 impacted his career in the military, and he gave me the testimonial shown, explaining that the intensity and vigilance invited by 9/11 carried through long deployments and saved many lives.
President George W. Bush declared the War on Terror in September 2001. This marked a major shift in U.S. foreign policy, backed by the authorization for use of military force. The wars in Afghanistan and Iraq reshaped global politics and sparked ongoing debates over security, surveillance, and civil liberties. Next slide.
Now that we've kind of gone through some of the aftermath and impacts, even years later, the spirit of unity was felt after 9/11. At a Mets versus Phillies game in 2011, news broke that Osama bin Laden had been killed. Fans stood together chanting USA, USA. It was a reminder that patriotism unites us even across rivalries. We'll play the video.
All around Citizens Bank Park there chanting USA, USA. That's because, according to reports, Osama bin Laden has been killed. And President Obama is about to address the United States audience and give an update on what the situation is. Boy, news travels fast, even in the ballpark.
Now the pitch, and it's line foul into the seats down the third base line. 1 ball, 1 strike, and I'll tell you what's going on.
Thank you for joining us to honor Patriot Day. During this horrific time, Americans were united. Despite our differences, we stood together.
We will never forget the lives lost 24 years ago, nor those lost in the war on terror since. We especially thank our veterans and those who made the ultimate sacrifice to ensure our freedoms. Today and always, we recommit to the promise that we will never forget. Thank you guys, and we have some snacks and coffee across the hall.
Thank you.